It's almost here, and in this video I'm going to explain everything that has been happening concerning the 1 million coders, whatever you need to know, how you can apply for this new version of the 1 million coders, and very important pieces of information that you need. So you would have to watch this video to the very end so that you do not miss any of those informations. That being said, my name is Apiamira. Let's get right into it. So we all know that the 1 million coders is a flagship policy of the current government, and the main goal of the 1 million coders program is to basically train about 1 million Ghanaian youth in digital skills that will make them job ready and employable. And this is spearheaded by the Minister of Communications, Honorable Samuel Nate George, Sam George. So around last year, the 1 million coders program was launched, and a pilot phase was also launched as well. And a portal was opened for people to apply and then join the 1 million coders program. Now, the pilot phase was only targeting about 500 people from Accra, Kumasi, Sunyani, and Tamale. But when they opened the portal for people to apply, they received about 94,000 applications across all of these centers. So they increased the limit to about only 1,000 participants, and a very few privileged people had access to the pilot phase of the 1 million coders program. And basically, this pilot phase is what is guiding them for this first edition, or this phase 1 of the 1 million coders program. So basically, all the lessons learned and all the guides they got from the pilot phase, they are now implementing it in this second version of the 1 million coders. And so currently, phase 1 of this implementation is about to be rolled out, and this will operate in over 130 learning centers across the 16 regions of Ghana and about 12 universities, including the best university in West Africa, UCC, and then the others like KNUST, University of Ghana, and the likes. Now, this implementation is not being done by the government alone. This is being done in collaboration with very key institutions in the country, like GIFEC, Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communication, which is where I currently do my national service. And so that is why I have access to some information that you might not have access to. Also, not only GIFEC, the Ghana India Kofi Annan Center for Excellence and other private partners like MTN Ghana is also supporting this initiative to make this implementation a successful one. And so on the 10th April 2026, the minister handed the agencies and these institutions and learning centers the laptops which would be required to help implement this program, and he had this to say. Watch this video.
So there we go. This is how the laptops are. When you turn it on, they are customized. Like I said, it's factory firmware. So instead of seeing your usual Windows backdrop, these are the backdrops you see. Is the 1 million coders, and like I said, they are all, so that you know, they are all chip embedded. Nobody should try to go and pick any of them. We'll come and pick you up in your house because we'll find you. So they're all chip embedded. So it turns on. Ahonfe Mahama is there, and then it now begins. It will do the whole loading and all, because it's the first time it's being turned on. And to all our regional managers, as you go to the warehouse to pick the numbers for your region, each laptop comes with a digital locker. So make sure you pick the locker along. And even to the university campuses as well. And to the young men and women we've recruited at 130, it's your responsibility to work with your MPs and your chief executives to make sure that the security of these devices are kept. We can track anybody who picks them up, but the issue is we don't even want anybody to pick them up in the first place. So let's take the step. So basically, it's now, like when you buy a new laptop, it's now being set up. But basically, all the laptops will have the 1 million coders as the background in there. Maybe MTN should, we'll work with MTN. For the ones that are going to be going from MTN, we'll have some sticker that indicates that they're from MTN. Thank you very much.
Yes, and so the laptops have been submitted, and currently everything is ready for the kickstart of the 1 million coders program. In fact, previously the GIFEC managers had to inspect all the facilities that will be used for this program to make sure they are fit and safe enough for the 1 million coders program, and I had a privilege to have taken part in this exercise, and it was a successful one. And so currently we're just in the final stages of the preparations to kickstart this 1 million coders program. Once it kickstarts, the portal would be opened again. Now, the Minister of Communications, Sam George, had this to say on the registration to this phase of the 1 million coders program.
Sometime next week, we would officially reopen the portal. Now, this is critical. I indicated that about 94,000 people applied in that short window. Everybody who applied and couldn't make it into the pilot, you have your login details. We have migrated all of that onto the platform that we're going to use. So you don't need to reapply. All you need to do is go on, log in with your credentials, and it will take you straight to the course selection part of the process. For those who did not apply previously and are now going to apply, they will now have to submit their detail and go through the application process. Next week, the ministry and Kofi Annan will engage the media and walk you through the entire portal process. The entire admission process will take you about 6 minutes to complete, from entering your details to verification. Because again, let me say that the Kofi Annan, the young men at Kofi Annan, the ICT professionals that we have at Kofi Annan have done a fantastic job. Yesterday evening, I saw they did a presentation to me of what they've done. It's surprising that in the last application round, the pilot process, we had almost 40,000 fake applications. When I say fake applications, people applied, went on to apply, but just entered wrong emails that do not work, basically just clogging the system. So the guys have worked around that. Now we are having a verification. So when you register, an OTP will be sent to your email before you are even allowed to continue the process, so that we can cut out the spam and make sure that only people who are serious about benefiting from this get in. We're doing integration with the NIA as well, because you will submit your Ghana card details so that we can verify the identities of the persons who are going through this process. Because like I said, we're going beyond just training you to making sure that we create an outlet for our graduates. And that's where the Ghana Digital Centers comes in. They run our innovation hubs. And so we're working with II Africa. We signed an MOU with an agency called II Africa that's agreed to take 100,000 of our graduates and place them in remote job and work. Yesterday, I met with the Chamber of Business Outsourcing organizations in Ghana, BUSAG, and they are also looking to take out another 100,000. So for us, it goes beyond just training the people, but after training the graduates, where do they find work? And so it's a whole pipeline, and that's why we need to take all the detail we are taking so that we can monitor the progress of our citizens and properly account to the Ghanaian people and to our corporate partners for the investments that they are making in this 1 million coders project. I can assure you that under the leadership currently at the ministry, we will not fail His Excellency the President and the people of Ghana. We are diligent and taking our time to ensure that this is done in a way that is going to benefit us. Our hope and aspiration is that within a year of rollout of today, our universities should be in a position where not just your ICT students, but literally all university students would have equipped you enough to have the labs that will allow all university students take one course or the other. This should become the new ComSkills, because actually in the AI world, an AI certification is actually your way of communication. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for your patience with us. I want to say once again my sincerest gratitude to the team from GIFEC, the team from Kofi Annan, the team from Ghana Digital Centers, the ministry team, and let me not forget our members of parliament. Our members of parliament have been very critical in this exercise. in many of the instances, we have not had, the centers had been abandoned for years. And because the centers had been abandoned, they had been run down. In many of the instances, our MPs have footed the bill. The MPs have personally renovated the centers that we are using. And for that, I have a world and a ton of gratitude to give to my colleagues in Parliament. We want to say thank you so much. And thank you, Deputy. One of the things that this project is doing is that in every center that we're rolling out, the government of President Mahama, through the Ministry of Communication and through his agency GIFEC, is employing an individual, a new constituency level director who is going to be responsible for running the center and maintaining the equipment in there and providing technical support and administrative support for the learners who will come to the center. So it means that in the 130 centers that we are rolling out today, 130 young Ghanaians with IT backgrounds have been recruited. Have received their appointment letters. And so when we say Abarin Papa Aba, Amparampa Lele, Amparin Papa Aba, 130 young Ghanaians have been employed, and we're going to scale this up. Our intention is to have about 276 locations, one in every constituency. And so by the time we do the next phase, I'm sure we'll be able to cover the outstanding about 146 locations in the country. But that is the effect of this, that there's a rippling and cascading effect across the country. I want to thank you once again. And to my Deputy Minister, thank you so much for the dedication you've shown over the last 8 weeks. I mean, to push this, even when he's been on official assignments outside the country. I know they've had Zoom meetings and all, because I told him that I didn't know I'm far with the best show. Media. But I'm excited about the fact that he's been able to pull this off with the team, the directors, chief director, director admin, Mr. Norte. Thank you so much. From the universities, let me just acknowledge.
Yes, so basically, if you applied in the previous version, you wouldn't have to reapply again because your data is on the system already, and so you just need to log in and then follow the prompt, select your courses and all that. If you're a new applicant also, you can just go ahead and then create an account, select your courses and all that. I'll do a separate video on how to apply for the 1 million coders program this time around when the portal is opened. So subscribe and put us on post notifications so that whenever that video drops, you would be notified. Also, let me know what you think in the comment section. For me, I think the 1 million coders program is a very laudable program, and it's something that I have very, very keen interest in because it is going to help Ghana in the long run. As I said, let me know what you think in the comment section. Like this video if you found this helpful, and subscribe and put us on post notifications so that whenever we drop more some content like this, you'll be notified. So meet again. My name is Happy Amira. I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.